From the earliest childhood, we all know the taste of milk. We are mammals, so the first diet of every infant becomes breast milk. Then, as the child grows up, it shifts to cow's milk, coffee, and other more exotic options. But over time, perhaps you've noticed how many different milk formulas have appeared on store shelves. Up to this moment, many children under 2 years old have never tried breast milk. Why did this revolution suddenly happen? And is it true that milk is actually more harmful than sugar? Today, we'll try to delve into all the nuances of the milk conspiracy and also provide answers to the hottest milk-related questions. Let's start with a bit of history and dive into what can be called the very beginning. It's no secret that humans are also animals. We belong to the class of mammals, which means that in nature, feeding offspring with milk is inherent. So the most crucial conclusion we can already draw is that nature is not foolish. Our mother nature isn't so stupid as to create a giant community of beings that would reproduce and nourish themselves with their own poison. Therefore, the concept of milk already contains the basics of life. Just like all primitive women once breastfed our ancient ancestors, infants gradually grew up, matured, and the cycle began anew. However, about 8,000 years ago, humans first domesticated goats, sheep, pigs, and cows, and it wasn't solely for meat production. At some point, our ancestors realized that milk-producing animals were very beneficial for the community. Their milk is nutritious, filling, and capable of providing vitality and energy for the whole day. Thus began the long history of domestic livestock breeding, which we'll come back to a bit later. The most important thing about consuming milk is that it has a historical context. For millennia, humans have been consuming this beverage, but why have many decided to give it up now? Here are a few answers. The first and most obvious reason is allergies. Unfortunately, many people on our planet are prone to various types of allergies. According to statistics, 1 out of 18 children in Germany has an allergy. Milk is the second reason why it may be contraindicated for a person. This is due to lactose intolerance. Some people are born with an intolerance to lactose, the milk sugar, while others develop it with age. Of course, this is not good. Milk is a foundational ingredient in hundreds of different products. Take a look in your refrigerator and count how many milk-containing products are there. Apart from traditional milk and cream, you'll find cheeses, yogurts, milkshakes, and much more. Now imagine being deprived of all of this. But what can be done in such a case, especially since historically milk is essential for our bodies? The fact is, milk is not absolutely essential for life. Without delving into medical terminology, imagine an orange. It's undoubtedly beneficial due to its vitamin C content, a crucial vitamin in our bodies. Now, picture a mountain of oranges. Consuming such a quantity, even for a non-allergic person, can lead to hives. However, doctors came up with a unique tablet 100 years ago, vitamin C, commonly known as ascorbic acid. It's not just a fun tablet, it's medicine. On average, one standard vitamin C tablet contains the power of several substantial oranges. Without overindulging in acidity, you can easily save time that would have been spent on choosing, peeling, and eating these oranges. Medicine has come a long way, and the same applies to milk. While it's undeniably beneficial and contains protein, calcium, and other necessary substances for the human body, scientists have long learned to extract these beneficial components from milk or produce equally beneficial milk substitutes. In the former case, it often involves various mixtures used in baby food, sports nutrition, and even some tablets. These products lack allergens or harmful lactose. They are safe for everyone. Therefore, to some extent, modern baby nutrition is progress, not regression, as some might think. In cans, there are often even more beneficial substances than in breast milk. This is especially relevant because many women are unable to breastfeed or may not want to compromise their figure. As for milk substitutes, it's not that simple. Scientists unanimously recognize soy as the only substitute somewhat similar in composition to milk. However, even soy milk significantly lags behind natural milk in terms of usefulness, so its regular consumption cannot fully replace the standard milk set. Any other types of similar products, such as rice or buckwheat milk substitutes, are purely marketing products. They are just a combination of various elements, with either soy milk or enzymes extracted from natural sources as the base. But why is milk increasingly referred to as harmful for the human body nowadays? Over time, this everyday product has become surrounded by a plethora of myths and stereotypes, negatively impacting its reputation. The negative side encompasses a wide range from fragile bones to cancer and cardiovascular diseases, ending with intolerance and allergies. We've already discussed the latter two, so let's delve into how milk affects the onset of cancer, our bones, and heart. All this criticism is based on ancient scientific works, the results of which have relatively definitively proven the link between milk and a high risk of breast, colon, and prostate cancer. However, modern reevaluations have not found milk's influence on cancer risk. On the contrary, calcium in milk may even have a protective effect against colon cancer. However, tests have shown that people consuming more than 1.5 quarts of milk per day are more prone to prostate cancer. But the question here is solely about excessive milk consumption. If, for example, you consumed half a quart of soda or sweet juice every day, you would certainly end up on the diabetic list. Therefore, if your daily milk consumption norm is 3.4, 6.8 fluid ounces, you have absolutely nothing to fear. Also, modern tests haven't proven a connection between milk consumption and the risk of cardiovascular diseases, stroke, or its impact on overall lifespan. On the contrary, many studies have shown that people who consume a lot of milk tend to have lower blood pressure. However, this is not definitive evidence, but rather an intermediate conclusion of ongoing research. But what's interesting is that modern research has debunked one of the main stereotypes about milk. It doesn't have an impact on bones. Scientists haven't found either positive or negative effects of milk on the skeletal system. Also, according to one stereotype, store-bought milk may contain hormones and pesticides. Regarding hormones, it's true that milk contains them, but the amount is so minimal that it's not harmful to humans. To put it into perspective, the amount of hormones in one hormonal tablet equals the amount found in 1,000 liters of milk. As for pesticides, they may be present in dairy products, but in minimal quantities, strictly regulated and adhered to by all suppliers. Otherwise, harmful products wouldn't make it to the shelves of network stores. Therefore, it's essential to be cautious when buying farm products that are not controlled or certified. But what do we ultimately get from milk? Is it harmful or beneficial to the body? Like any other product, consuming milk in large quantities can cause allergies. If you consume sweet or fatty milk, it can lead to obesity, which is also not good. However, direct harm to the human body ends there. Milk is a nutrient-rich product capable of enriching everyone with a mountain of essential elements necessary for normal and healthy life. One question remains: ethics. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to bypass this topic in the modern world, especially regarding the treatment of domestic animals, such as cows. They are artificially inseminated repeatedly, and their calves are taken away at a young age for slaughter or further work on a dairy farm. Eventually, when cows are no longer able to reproduce, they are slaughtered. This is the life cycle of many cattle. However, the cows that have been exploited for centuries are no longer adapted to surviving independently. If all calves were released from captivity in Russia, there is a high chance that after the first winter, they would all die due to a total lack of food that humans have historically provided them. Therefore, regarding the ethics question, these animals are currently not adapted to life in the wild, but their conditions can be changed by every dairy farm owner. So, answering the main question of this discussion directly, milk contains a range of beneficial and nutritious substances. If you have no contraindications or ethical beliefs against its consumption, drink it for your health. Otherwise, there is a whole market of milk substitutes available that can guide you toward a healthy life. Until we meet again, friends.